Sample making. What is a sample? A sample is the very first garment made. It's a prototype. What you see on a runway fashion show is a group of samples. Now, there are two main methods or techniques to make a sample. One is called draping and the other is pattern drafting or pattern making. What is draping? Draping is the art of using fabric to hang, to fold, to drape onto a dress form in order to make a pattern. Pattern drafting or pattern making is a method or technique using an existing pattern to create a second pattern using techniques such as pivoting, slashing and spreading, and others. So you look at a sketch and you decide if you want to use draping or pattern making, pattern drafting, to create the pattern. In the draping process, we use a fabric, normally we use a fabric called muslin. Muslin is a very inexpensive fabric. We use it and then we make a pattern, then we throw it away. So it's very inexpensive. It's usually white, off-white. It looks like canvas, but it's a much lighter version, lighter weight than canvas. You can buy it at your local fabric store. It's very easy to find. Now, both methods, draping and pattern drafting, are techniques which require in-depth studying. We could spend weeks and months studying and perfecting draping and pattern drafting. I will make a separate course and demonstrate draping techniques and pattern making techniques, but for the purpose of this course, we simply don't have the time necessary to really get into the details of draping and pattern making. It's a very complex system. So if you don't know any draping or if you don't know any pattern making at all whatsoever, there are companies that you can hire that can make the pattern and cut a sample in muslin for a fitting. What is a fitting? Fitting simply means to try the muslin sample on a model, either a live model if you can afford one, or a dress form to check and to check the fit, to see whether the garment looks like the sketch that you had in mind. Does it look like the design that you had in mind? Does it fit correctly? Is it too big? Is it too tight? Is the proportion correct? Should it be longer? Should it be shorter? And so on, and adjustments are made. Once the adjustments are made, the pattern is corrected, and if necessary, a second sample is made to check the fit once again. Once the muslin sample is perfect, it's just the way we like it, it's beautiful, it's good to go, it is then cut in the actual fabric chosen for that design. And this process is repeated for each design. So at this point, if you're following this course and you're really serious about making samples and you want to end up with real samples for a collection, for your collection, now is the time to stop and really focus on this process. Find a way to make your samples. Like I said, you can search online, maybe you know someone who can help you with pattern making and making samples. So that's your next assignment, okay? So you got some work to do. I will see you next class. Welcome to Fashion Premier Academy. I will see you in class.